A $100 savings bond in West Virginia, a $10,000 scholarship in Lancaster, California, free beer in New Jersey, donuts from Krispy Kreme, Shake Shack fries in New York City.
You just think of this when you think of vaccination.
And a drink in Connecticut. In a push to encourage Americans to get their vaccine, governments and businesses across the country are thinking outside the box. Recently, Ohio Governor Mike DeWine capturing much national attention. For Ohio residents who get their shots, the state is offering something in return, a shot at winning $1 million.
And the winner each Wednesday will receive $1 million.
And so far, state officials say the lottery has been a huge success.
Vaccine scratch. You get a vaccination and you get a lottery ticket for the $5 million mega multiplier New York State lottery.
Eugene Ray traveled from the Bronx to Manhattan just for those tickets.
The lottery ticket convinced you to get a shot.
That's right.
Why is that?
Because I can always use extra money.
In the United States, more than half of the population has had at least one vaccine dose, but that number is starting to plateau, and so governments and businesses are offering enticements. From a year of free flights from United Airlines,
here he goes, LeBron!
To basketball tickets, or at this Times Square clinic, free donuts.
Here at the American Museum of Natural History, the freebie up for grabs, tickets, and a cool experience.
You get 4 people to come in for free at the museum. I got vaccinated right under the whale. Pretty dope. The whale got a big Band-Aid on it. It's pretty funny. Yeah, it's nice.
I was against the mandatory testing.
For this New York nurse, it's all a bit much. She's choosing not to get the vaccine, and no prize will convince her.
I think it's ridiculous if you have to bribe someone to get a vaccine. That's not a good sign.
That's not a good sign.
Cash rewards, Super Bowl tickets, tropical vacations. CVS pharmacies sweetening the pot, you could say, hoping to get more people vaccinated against COVID-19. They just launched a sweepstakes for anybody who got their shot at CVS or who will by July 10th. Someone wins every week for 6 weeks. CVS joins a growing number of companies and states incentivizing COVID vaccine.
This pizza chain is trying to increase customers' appetites, not for pizza, but for protection against COVID-19. It's planning to offer a free slice to anyone who gets a jab, as part of a government-led initiative to boost vaccine uptake among the young.
If that is the difference for somebody who is tight on time to come and get their jab, then yeah, we're happy to give them a slice of pizza when they've had their jab. Absolutely.
The Department of Health says around a third of under 30s still haven't received a first dose, despite being eligible. That's equivalent to nearly 3 million people who'll now be offered various incentives.
I think it's like a funny concept to think that this is what young people will do just for vaccine. Like, it's like dangling a carrot in front of a donkey.
Ride-hailing apps like Uber and Bolt are also part of the scheme, offering discounted journeys to passengers who receive a vaccine.
Jamaica recently received another shipment of vaccines through the COVAX facility. More doses are also expected in the coming months. But some people are still hesitant about taking the COVID-19 vaccine. It's why Southeast St. Anne MP Lisa Hanna raised this point in Parliament last evening.
And how can we incentivize the population to take the vaccine?
Here in Jamaica in March, the government announced a conditional cash transfer program for elderly Jamaicans who've taken the COVID-19 vaccine. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says the government will be pressing ahead with the program, which will see vaccinated people aged 60 and over receiving $10,000.
Good evening. It is clear that the government is intensifying the efforts to encourage more people to get vaccinated. A week ago, the government announced that a lucky individual will receive a plot of land valued at over $68,000 for free. And now cash is up for grabs, as Information Minister Honorable Melford Nicholas announced on Thursday.
The government has actually sweetened the pot yesterday. It may not have been in the notes, but I would like to indicate that in addition to that, the Cabinet has agreed to 4 weekly draws of $5,000.
He clarifies this new incentive is open to everyone who has received their first and/or second doses of the COVID-19 vaccine.
Step right up to the great vaccine lucky dip. To play, all you have to do is get inoculated, and a bevy of prizes could be yours.
I think we really do need to look for incentives, as many incentives as we can, for people to become vaccinated.
In Australia, major companies like Qantas are offering free flights, travel vouchers, and even accommodation from July to eligible travellers who've been vaccinated.
And we're going to offer 10 mega prizes, at least one for each state and territory, where you get for a year, for a family of 4, unlimited travel on the Qantas and Jetstar network.
Virgin Australia is also rolling out the rewards, with its Vax and Win program launching later this year, promising to make one lucky Aussie traveller a Velocity frequent flyer millionaire.
Mary Jo?
Hey there, Tom. We are at Regency Mall, just one of the clinics where Racine County residents can now not only get their COVID-19 shot, but also a chance to win one of those 66 prizes up for grabs. Now, some of those prizes, I'm sure people are wondering, include 1 month's rent up to $700, $100 toward your utility bill, iPads and other devices like Chromebooks, a Weber gas grill, and $50 gas and grocery cards.
We encourage people as well to get a vaccine by providing gift cards of a $50 value. We've got over 343,000 people that have received or are about to receive notification that they not only are eligible, but will receive that gift card after their second dose. All right, so we got the first 5 numbers. And again, these are unique numeric identifiers that connect to a name, so they're real winners here. $50,000. Each one of these balls represents $50,000 check that individuals receive when they get their second shot.
Virginia, those who get vaccinated could win some major prizes, like a chance to win a college scholarship or a new pickup truck. It's part of a new push from the state to get more shots in arms.
Some things that officials tell me they hope it to be a wild and wonderful twist to the vaccine incentive program here in West Virginia. Of course, hunting and fishing is big business. It's a big hobby here in the state. And so officials are taking advantage of that. They're giving away lifetime memberships, lifetime licenses to the fishing and hunting clubs. They're also doing things like giving away a Ford F-150 trucks, as you mentioned, every week for 5 weeks starting at the end of June. And they're also doing something that's a little more controversial. They're giving away 5 shotguns and 5 hunting rifles as well, just for the fully vaccinated or even partially vaccinated. All they need to do is just get at least 1 shot. Now, organizations like Moms Demand in Everytown, they tell me they're not sure why there's a little bit of a back and forth between a deadly weapon being given for a life-saving vaccine, but that is whatever the officials say, that they think they know their audience, and that's what people want. We're here in Berkeley Springs State Park. This is one of the incentives as well. You can get a weekend getaway to one of the 30 state parks across West Virginia as well. So officials are just hoping people get their vaccine for whatever the reason may be.
If you need luck with love, dating apps are offering incentives too. Tinder, OkCupid, and Hinge, among others, are launching new features to encourage vaccinated singles to swipe right.
We have finally found the one thing that makes us all more attractive: a vaccination.
Larry Flint's Hustler Club is the latest company to offer perks just for getting the COVID-19 vaccine. If you show proof of being vaccinated, you will get a platinum membership card, a free bottle, free dances, and limo transportation. All of that is worth $5,000. The location here in Las Vegas is even working to get a mobile vaccination site for employees and club goers.
Still haven't gotten your COVID vaccine. At this point, what's it going to take? The state of Washington hopes that for some people, the answer might just be a little bit of free marijuana. You know, kind of like bars and restaurants have been allowed to give away free drinks as vaccine incentives.
The cannabis industry had been asking to do the same. And in our discussions, we decided that we could find a way to be able to make that happen.
Brian Smith is with the Washington State Liquor and Cannabis Board. He says the Joints for Jabs promotion is a temporary allowance that runs through July 12th. Through it, state-licensed cannabis retailers in Washington can hold in-store vaccine clinics for adults 21 and older. After getting vaccinated, participants may then receive 1 pre-rolled joint and no other product as part of the deal.
I mean, what you choose
Get vaccinated, or I'll have you jailed. I'm telling you, those police cells are filthy and foul-smelling. Police are lazy at cleaning. That's where you'll be. You get vaccinated, otherwise I will order all the village heads to have a tally of all people who refuse to get vaccinated. Because if not, I will have them injected with ivermectin, which is intended for pigs.
Трудовой коллектив возмущает сам тот факт, что вакцинация, несмотря на все заверения, обещания президента Российской Федерации, они, по сути, принудительны, да, то есть работодатель ставит ультиматум. Если вы не привьетесь, мы вас отстраняем от работы. На сегодняшний день...
Начали мне объяснять, что нужно вакцинироваться. Вот я говорю, я не хочу и делать этого не буду в связи с тем, что я опасаюсь за свое здоровье в конце-то концов. Вот, на что он мне говорит, может быть, вы можете взять медотвод. Вот. После этого я говорю, какой медотвод? Я здоровый вполне человек, зачем мне это нужно? И я не больной, поэтому мне этого не надо. Вот. После чего он мне выдал приказ. Приказ об отстранении именно с 9 числа. И все, без сохранения заработной платы.
Homes are the sanctuaries to safeguard the most vulnerable. And when dealing with the biggest viral threat of our time, for those inside, there has always been a choice whether to be protected. But as of October, it will be illegal to work in a care home in England if you haven't been vaccinated against COVID-19.
It is true that overall, all adults, it's sort of 90%, nearly 90% are vaccinated. You're right that within the sort of 20 and 30-year-olds, it's fewer. That's partly, of course, because they've been offered it more recently, but they will need to get vaccinated if they want to travel internationally again.
They will need to get vaccinated if they want to travel internationally again.
Examples right there, dining, fitness, performances, where you see leaders in the private sector already saying clearly, vaccination's the answer, we need these strong, clear mandates. And we've proven that even with outdoor entertainment, it makes sense. Our homecoming concerts are going to be amazing, but if you want to go to one of them, you have to be vaccinated. That's a requirement. So today I announce a new approach, which we're calling the Key to NYC Pass. The key to New York City. When you hear those words, I want you to imagine the notion that because someone's vaccinated, they can do all the amazing things that are available in this city. This is a miraculous place, literally full of wonders. And if you're vaccinated, all that's going to open up to you. You'll have the key. You can open the door. But if you're unvaccinated, unfortunately, you will not be able to participate in many things. That's the point we're trying to get across. It's time for people to see vaccination as literally necessary to living a good and full and healthy life.